Are you guys ready to dip your toes in some of that beautiful Caribbean waters without diving deep into debt? I got you. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 cheapest Caribbean islands to visit right now in 2025, based off of cost, value, as well as experience. So I'm talking beach time, great food, activities, where to stay, all while sticking to a smart budget. So let's count them down. Welcome back, this is the Castaway Travelers. So 5th on our list is actually going to be Grenada. I want you guys to fly into Maurice Bishop International Airport, GND. After you guys get over here to the airport, a transportation tip that I do have is going to be taking the taxis from the airport over to Grand Anse Beach, which is about $20, and the buses actually tend to be super cheap and very affordable at just about $1. And in terms of where to stay in Grenada, a budget option I have is going to be the Siesta Hotel, right near Grand Anse, and that's going to be about $65 to $75 per night. A mid-range option for you guys for staying in Grenada is going to be La Luna's Cottages for couples, which is a little bit pricier, almost double the price at about $150 per night. And hidden gem I have for Grenada is going to be the Morne Rogue Beach, BBC Beach, which is quieter than Grand Anse, but just as beautiful. Do your homework in terms of the beaches around here. And in terms of tourist traps, you know I like covering the pros and the cons, so if you guys are looking to take one of those spice tours, I definitely recommend it, but just know that they could charge too much. But instead, I want you guys to try and opt for some of those local run markets instead, where you guys will actually pay less price and still enjoy a nice tour. A daily budget for Grenada runs for about $70 per day. And some of the major activities you guys can expect to do over here is going to be visiting the Underwater Sculpture Park, where you guys can snorkel for $10 after you rent everything. You guys can explore the Annandale Waterfall, which just has a $2 entry fee, or you can run or walk the Caribbean-facing Grand Anse stretch. A military tip I have for Grenada is that there is unfortunately not many official discounts, but some of the smaller inns may actually offer some unlisted deals. All you gotta do is ask them. So Grenada is basically where you guys will pay in smiles and spices, not in surcharges. We're talking about you, Las Vegas. 4th on our list is gonna be Dominican Republic, where you guys will fly into Santo Domingo or Punta Cana, PUJ or SDQ. And a transportation tip once you get to the island is that Uber works well in the major cities. It's a little bit different from some of the other spots, and they also have shuttles from the airport to the resort zones for just at $25. 2 options that I have for staying over here in Dominican Republic is going to be the Tropical Island Aparta Hotel, which is just $45 to $55 per night, and it's right near Santo Domingo. That's my budget option that I have for you guys, and in terms of a resort deal, because many people love resorts, I want you guys to check out the Be Live Collection Punta Cana, which has all-inclusive deals for about $100 to $130 per night. Definitely check these out. One hidden gem I have for Dom Rep is actually going to be visiting Las Terrenas, which is a small beach town with less commercial tourism, so you guys can really enjoy the local feel while you're over here. Some of the tourist traps include the souvenir stops, which are built into the tours, super overpriced, and they're just trying to get a few bucks out of you. Just be wary of this, but if you see something you like, obviously take advantage of the opportunity. In terms of a daily budget for Dom Rep, it's going to be about $60 per day, and that's going to be outside the resort zones. Some of the major activities you guys can have over in Dominican Republic is going to be the Sayona Island boat tour, which I highly recommend. It's only $50. Swimming over at the Hoyo Azul cenote, which is just about $20, as well as surfing and snorkeling over at Cabaret or Sosa. And if you guys are looking for a little bit more of a workout combination with relaxation, most of these resorts over here tend to have free gyms as well as some daily fitness classes, so you can make sure that you're enjoying your time and staying in shape at the same time. So a military tip I have is that some of the resorts, like Bahia Principe or Alberto Star, offer 20% off for military members. So check these out on the websites and also call ahead just to confirm these before you do any booking. So you guys can end up sipping some bottomless rum and still be able to afford dinner in this spot. Dominican Republic's got the range. 3rd on our list is going to be Puerto Rico. We mentioned Puerto Rico a little bit in our last video. We're going to cover some other parts now. So as I said last time, I want you guys to fly into San Juan, SJU. There's a ton of direct flights, and it's easily the best option for getting to or from the island. A transportation tip is that Uber is reliable, but you guys can also rent a car if you're looking to explore outside of San Juan. And when you guys get over there, I want you guys to check out this budget option. The Nomada Urban Beach Hostel runs for about $35 to $45 per night. Or if you're looking for a more moderate price and not looking for a hostel situation, TRYP by Wyndham, that's right in Isla Verde, that's going to be $120 to $150 per night. So a Puerto Rico hidden gem that I have, I'm going to completely butcher this name right now, so be ready for it. The La Cueva del Indio de Arecibo. That's going to be the Cliffside Sea Caves. Look it up, Google it. Don't take my pronunciation advice. But this is going to be a $5 entry spot. So enjoy those amazing views. Check out the picturesque location. And in terms of a tourist trap over here, the Condado's beachfront cocktails. The drinks over here tend to run for about $15 a drink and offer little to no alcohol. So definitely be wary of that and also pay attention to where you're ordering your food and drinks. A daily budget for this spot is going to be $70 per day. And some of the major activities that I have not mentioned is that you guys can hike El Yunque National Forest. You guys can explore Castillo San Felipe del Morro, which is about $10. You guys can lounge at Ocean Park Beach. And you guys can also work on your fitness a little bit, exploring some of the local gyms. And believe it or not, there's actually a Planet Fitness Puerto Rico that accepts day passes for just $10. So you guys can still work out in an actual gym while you're here. So if you're in the military, you guys can use your military identification. Many of the hotels offer government rates or unlisted military discounts. Second on our list is going to be Tobago. I want you guys to fly into ANR Robinson International Airport, which is TAB. The transportation tip I have is that the shared taxis and the minibuses are dirt cheap for $1 to $2, and the car rentals are about $45 per day. In terms of where to stay, here's my budget option. That's going to be the Fish Tobago Guest House, which is $45 to $55 per night. And a mid-range option that I have is going to be the Kerouac Village, which is $140 for couples, and it's also a wellness retreat vibe type of feel. A hidden gem for this spot in Tobago is going to be Pirates Bay Beach. And if you're in the Caribbean, you're going to probably want to do anything that's associated with pirates or rum or things of that nature. So Pirates Bay Beach can offer some stunning and secluded vibes, and it also takes a short hike to reach, so it's definitely worth checking out. A tourist trap for this area is going to be some of the resort-run island tours actually end up charging double from what the locals do. So book those tours independently. And in terms of a budget for Tobago, you guys can expect to pay about $60 per day for food, drink, activities, attractions, you name it. And some of those major activities is actually going to be the nylon pool glass bottom boat, which is $15, snorkel over at Pigeon Point or hike the main Ridge Forest Reserve. You guys can also bake and shark right on the beach. It's a $5 lunch win. And if you guys are looking to get those workouts in again, you can enjoy those beach runs, the free outdoor gyms, or the daily yoga at a lot of the different guest houses. For my military members, the local inns may offer deals to service members, but I want you guys to email them in advance just to confirm. So Tobago is the Caribbean's chill little brother that never brags, but it still wins. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about Curaçao again. I want you guys to fly into Curaçao International Airport. A transportation tip is to rent a car just for the flexibility and the peace of mind, where it's going to be about $45 per day, and you can also use the minibuses for local travel if you want to. And in terms of where to stay, I mentioned in my last video, but I'm going to hit on it again. Check out the Bed and Bike Curaçao. I expanded on that in my first video. My hidden gem I have that I haven't mentioned is going to be the Tugboat Beach, which is going to be a hidden snorkel spot over near Curaçao. So the tourist trap I have that you want to avoid is going to be the additional souvenir shops over by the Queen Emma Bridge. Skip this spot and support some of the local co-ops instead that you'll see around the area. It's a little more pricey in this spot, but it's going to run you about $85 a day in terms of a daily budget. And some of the major activities, I want you guys to visit and check out the Playa Canipa Grande, which is totally free. Explore the Punta Street murals, go cliff jumping over at Playa Forte, and you guys can work out with bike rentals, hiking trails, right near Chetaboca National Park. For my military, like I mentioned, definitely ask in those dive shops where you guys can get 10 to 15% off for diving and for tours if you guys ask and they say alright. So Curaçao is basically what happens when Aruba takes a chill pill. It lowers the prices and you guys will have a great time. So there you guys have it. That's going to be the 5 cheapest Caribbean islands ranked by cost and real world value. Whether you guys want the slow days and the quiet days on the beach or the island hopping adventures, these destinations definitely bring the heat without burning your budget. Comment below with your favorite spot that I mentioned, so travel smarter without sacrificing style. Keep traveling.